Hello, welcome.
Howdy.
I thought you were going to introduce us.
I'm sorry. This is the we are the Midwest Anime Podcast. These are our reactions.
You know what I realized?
What?
This is like our, fifth video?
Mm-hmm.
We've not introduced ourselves, I think, once during
Dear God.
That's Caleb.
This is Andrew. I know you can't see my thumb. There we go.
Just
Yeah.
Caleb.
Andrew.
Okay.
All right. We figured it out. We're not idiots at all.
You're right.
We're college educated. What was that?
Nothing. I just tell the camera that we are idiots.
All right.
Give us a like, subscribe, tell your friends, share with the people you hate, share with everyone. Everyone needs to know.
This is a animation by the Critical Role team.
Interesting.
Critical Role is a D&D game played by a bunch of famous voice actors, DM'd by Matt Mercer.
Voice of McCree in Overwatch, if you play Overwatch. Which,
And a few other things, but mainly...
if you haven't played Overwatch, what's wrong with you?
But mainly McCree in Overwatch, yes. Next, we have... This is an animated intro for... It appears that they did start a Kickstarter trying to animate their campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So this is they created an animated intro for it. So we're going to look at that. And then they have the next video we're going to do, we're going to look at both of these intros at the same time. We have Campaign 1, which is The Legend of Vox Machina, and the second campaign, which is The Mighty Nine.
Gotcha.
So, let's start. Okay, so these are... Singing is Laura Bailey and... I don't remember who the other one is, to be completely honest with you.
I've never seen these.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen them once.
nice.
This is my second viewing.
Good shadowy intro.
I really like how they drew Scanlan.
I'm disappointed that he's not more flamboyant.
Yeah,
Frog. Percy, Pike, Keyleth, the twins.
Vax and Vex. Okay. Hold on a second.
That comes up way too many times in Critical Role Season 1. So I've only gone through, probably 2/3 of Season 1.
There's 200 episodes
There's so many.
in the first campaign.
Yeah, there's a lot. And it's a lot, because each episode's 3 hours, so you gotta commit some time to it. But...
You listened to them while you were doing overnights.
Yeah.
Before you got your teaching job.
Yep. Worked and listened and only paid attention to about a quarter of it. So yeah, Scanlan's
the bard.
He had what was called the Hand Cone of Clarity, which helped him with his spellcasting, and there was a few times that he shot spells out of his crotch. Because you can flavor it however you want, because it never says you have to use your hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Theoretically.
When Scanlan marries Vex.
Pike.
The
two gnomes.
Really?
Two gnomes.
I thought he married Vex.
No, that's Percy.
Oh, okay.
That's on the screen right now.
Okay.
The gunslinger.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spoiled literally half of it, sorry.
Well,
if you haven't seen it, it's 2 years.
Well, there's a lot of stuff we didn't spoil that I don't know. So,
fair enough.
That I know. I couldn't remember if it was Scanlan or Percy that did. But it would have been more fun if it was Scanlan. Just because a gnome and an elf, that's...
Technically, any mixed race would make it a half-elf.
Yeah.
It could be half orc, half elf, which is why half orcs exist.
I think so.
We're not going to talk about why half orcs exist.
Yeah,
we're
not
really disturbing path to go on.
Yeah, it's
very...
If you can imagine it, it probably happened.
Think of it like the Vikings, you know, the rape, kill, pillage, and burn.
Yeah.
Half babies.
That's why. Anyway, moving on. Percy. Oh, good timing. Anyway, so thoughts?
I have no idea who that final villain is.
I don't either. Probably the final villain of the campaign, but
No, because that's
or is that the dragons?
no, that's the Raven Queen.
Is that what that was?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay.
because she's different, and yeah, they fight her in like she's like flying and stuff
Oh.
because she's a raven.
Okay.
It's about saving Vax, and it's a whole thing. Because he multi-classes into Paladin about halfway through,
Okay.
and makes a deal with her, and yeah. I don't know all the details. I haven't watched the whole damn thing.
I trust you. Like
I don't know why.
because you've watched more than I have.
Fair.
So
Fair.
I can't prove you wrong.
Yeah. So I have no idea who that final boss was.
Yeah.
I know all the characters though.
Yeah.
There was other members that happened throughout the Vox Machina series. Like at one point, Scanlan leaves, and Sam Riegel creates another character named Terry Darrington, which is a thing that actually does happen.
Okay.
And it was a path that didn't necessarily go down, which is kind of sad. But overall, I'm not like blown away by it.
No.
I
I thought they were interesting. I thought they were something interesting to look at. So.
yeah. Was this fan done, or was this by like them?
This, as far as I know, it was done by them. But it doesn't say. Yep, it just says animated intro of The Legend of Vox Machina. Yeah, it looks like it was done by them. I'm sure they contracted somebody to do it.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, they're not animators that I'm aware of.
I don't know. I'm sure they can. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to.
I think it would have been cooler if they would have put their own, like, the voices or, like, quips from the actual series in there.
Yeah, instead of the song.
Well, like,
over
the
song,
top of
you
the
know?
song. You pop into Scanlan, and it's one of his classic, like, parody joke songs that he uses to heal people with, or, like, one of his insults that he uses with, what's the spell I'm trying to think of? Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
One of those kind of quips, Grog saying that he wants to just murder something.
Right. Yeah, I think that
Vax saying dagger, 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 because that's like his thing. Like, they made t-shirts.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, yeah, next up is Mighty Nine. Do you know anything about Mighty Nine?
I saw the first 2 episodes.
Okay, so you know who the characters are. But...
Right. I'll be interested to see if they have Molly Mock in this one, or the character that came after that, because Molly Mock dies.
Oh, okay. Cool. Next up, Mighty Nine.
At Amazon,
Damn it.
we're pretty good at getting things done.
No, you're not.
We're pretty good at
Yeah,
solving
no.
problems.
We'll cut that out. I was dreading that. But...
Sword. Bow. Not. Gesture.
I don't know why the subtitles are in. Looks like German?
Caleb. Not him.
I was about to
That's
say.
Yasha. Storm Herald Barbarian.
I do think it's interesting. I do think it's interesting that they use the names of the voices, names of the players, instead of the names of the characters this time.
Yeah, that is odd.
I'm not entirely sure what prompted the...
Why wouldn't you do both? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't
like,
it make sense to be like, not voiced by Sam Riegel? Or played by Sam Riegel?
Yeah, maybe. But maybe because a lot of what Critical Role is based off of the voices. So they wanted to...
True.
And maybe that was a complaint of the first one. I don't know. That people didn't know who voiced who.
Knowing the critters, which is actually what they're called, which is disturbing on a lot of levels. Yeah, so the fangirl group, or fanboy group, sorry. If
The fan group.
the fan group of Critical Role, they're called critters.
Okay.
Because, it's... Yeah, I got it. It's
Oh, yeah, I get
Playhouse.
it.
But I really don't think they're going to disagree with things that Critical Role's done, considering there was somebody who went through and created a Twitter called Crit Roll Stats, where they literally do, like, statistical analysis of the show, and at the end of the first series, there was somebody who counted every arrow that Vex ever shot, because in the second or third episode, she buys, like, 1,000 arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And
So they did statistical analysis to see if she shot all of them?
Yeah, because she spent like 100 gold on arrows, which gives you like 10,000 arrows. Like, it was a
Jesus.
buttload. And if they tried to decipher if she fired all of them by the end of it, because she stopped keeping track, because no one keeps track of arrows after a certain point. And she didn't. These people are fantastic at doing like homebrew art too.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is not an insult to critters.
No.
It's actually a praise of you because you commit yourself so hard to this campaign.
Right.
And the
Both
other campaign.
campaigns, really.
Yeah. It's impressive.
All right, let's finish this and...
I will say the animation in this one's substantially better.
Yeah. It's a little bit longer, not much, but...
That must have been... That's Molly Mock's cape, I bet. Yeah. That's his second character. Yeah, just your spiritual weapon is a giant lollipop. See, this one they gave Matt Mercer the look, too.
Yeah, they gave him credit.
Ooh, I like that. That's cool.
This one was substantially better.
Oh, yeah, I really like that one. That was a good one.
Animation, the song was the same, obviously.
Was it?
Yeah, it was the same song. It was just a longer version of it because the video is a little bit longer. It's not much longer. It's like 10 or 20 seconds longer, but it's not. It's longer all the same.
No, but I enjoyed that one a lot more. It was a lot more action-y.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot more than just kind of like the profiles of like the people.
Yeah,
It
because the
gave
first
you-
one really just gave you the names
Yeah,
and
kind of a look at their power, but not
Yeah.
really. This one really, like, if you
it showed off each person's kind of
so
ability.
if you've seen it before, when it showed Liam's character Caleb, not that Caleb,
Right.
You saw a cat's paw. Well, his familiar is a cat.
Okay.
And so with Jester, she's very flamboyant and extra, and so that's why the like little pixies around her were a little unicorn, and she has a
Right.
giant lollipop. It's
Right.
Ford's a Hexblade Warlock, which is not why I picked Warlock for my newest character. I totally didn't mean to line up like that. but
Right.
His style of Warlock's way different than mine.
Okay.
Mine's heal based. His is sword based. It's a whole thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it gave you a little more of a snippet into the actual character, like he washed up on sea and doesn't remember anything, and like,
Right. Well, that was Travis Willingham's character.
correct.
I'm not entirely sure what he was. Was he the? I don't know what he was.
He's the half orc, the green guy.
Okay. Yeah.
His name is Ford, Fjord,
Oh.
and there's a lot of puns that they make about that.
So it's like Fjord, but pronounced Ford.
Right, but they make a lot of like jokes about like if he gets a horse, is he going to name it Mustang, like kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Granted, in one of my games, my barbarian's like the leader of the tribe. His name is Chevy. So
Right.
let the war continue.
All right. I think that was it for these videos. Again, the second one was substantially better than the first one.
Agreed.
Other than that, I don't really have any complaints about them.
No.
Like, I wish I knew more about exactly what was going on, like who some of the bad guys were, but
Yeah, and then you see, like, if you haven't seen the first 5 episodes of the first one, you wouldn't understand that cape on that stick at all.
right.
It was from
You mean
Molly
the second one? The second campaign?
That's what I meant. Because Molly Mock was Talison's first character,
Mm-hmm.
and was a very awesome character, but what happens when you start at low level, you can't get too invested because characters sometimes die.
Right.
And so,
And it's hard not to get invested in certain characters,
And
just
so-
because...
like I said, it's interesting that they had Molly Mock in there as just his cape,
Right.
but it was a really cool story. I wish they would have had more of Molly Mock.
Mhm.
I stopped paying attention after that, so
Really?
I don't know anything about the new character, to be honest. That's why I couldn't tell you what his name was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, that's it for this video. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank
As
you.
always.